I want to introduce my new camera. This is a super HD banana camera recording. It looks like a banana, but it is a camera. It fits your head, your helmet, your woman vagina, everything you want. Banana, start recording. And you can control everything on your smartphone. Special edition cross-call, Tracker M1, the banana recording. Start recording, banana. You see, it works.
Cedric, I have a problem.
What is your problem? Talk to daddy.
Okay, I start my run and I concentrate and I take one turn, 2 turns, and 3, 4. It's too much for me. It's too difficult. Mountain biking, it makes my head hurt. And after the third, feature or whatever, it's just all downhill from now.
Well, you need to go and see a doctor. You have ADD, brother. Oh man, don't ask me this because I had a problem a long time ago. But I find a solution. What is a solution? How do you call the man who go inside your head?
Psychiatrist?
Psychiatrist? A psychiatrist?
Or psychologist?
Psychologist. I was telling him, like, every time, sometime you lay down. That was before the start. I lay down. I'm like, okay, I know the track. Obviously, we don't have those cameras when you can look the track like over and over and over again. That you know every rock and every route and if you don't, you have a big problem. You're mentally not prepared for racing. I was, relaxing, lay down, have a little to relax. And I was, like out of the gate, get 1, 2, 3 corners, getting into the move, and I was closing my eyes. I was not doing those crazy things like you see, like mountain biking. One guy was really famous for this, Do you know who I'm talking about?
Tell me. I don't know that much about mountain biking.
I think you guys figure out. I do it again. Yeah, it was so challenging, Yeah, that guy. Then, and after 3 or 4 corners of doing, I was crashing, and I was like, whoa, right on, you make it 50 meters. And I was telling not the dentist, the other one, the
psychologist.
The psychologist or whatever. Then he was like this, grabbing, it was really uncomfortable because I was laid down, he had this leg around my head, and I was really close to his nuts. And in the beginning it was awkward, but you try to relax, you're here for a reason, you're like, oh, come on. And I was crashing, and it's like every time you crash, you need to switch that image of crashing, but another image where you had a great feeling on something. It could be like this, or it can be, riding motocross or surfing and everything. And I remember like a week before I was in Biarritz and I was surfing. And it was the first time I was like paddling forever, and I see that big wave. I'm going to get that one. And most of the time I was going to the top of the wave. I was diving, crashing. I had to go out on the sand, empty my bathing suit because it was full of sand, and go back to the water. But this time, I don't know what I did good. I grabbed it. I felt like the push. And boom, I stand up, I was like, wow, $1 million. And I start curving like this, and all of a sudden I felt like amazing, like super soft. and I was sliding on the water, and I was like, "Wow, this is so dope! Surfing is hard," and I mean, at least for me, not for Katie Slater, and Romain Cloître as well. You know, for me, as good at Kelly Slater. Don't worry, Romain, you're good. And that feeling was just amazing, and I was okay. I'm going to use that image, and I was like, okay. And he was like, okay, every time you crash, you see, Cedric, you take that image, whatever it is. I don't want to know. He was like kind of scared about me. He didn't want to know like if it was a sexual thing or whatever. And he had these nuts behind me, you know. I was like, what I was saying? Yeah. Then I switched the image, and it worked the first time, and I keep going, I crash again. And I'm like, why? I tried to use the second image, the same image, and I crashed 50 meters after that. He's like, yeah, Cedric, you too focus on that image now. It's like, try to relax and look ahead, you know, look ahead on the track, don't look in front of your wheel, you know, try to look ahead and try to separate yourself a little bit from your real you when you're thinking. And I was like, okay, boom, and I was getting in danger, I used that image again, you know, And I think after a while, doing it over and over again, I start stopping crashing when I was making the track in my head before the start. And I remember it was in Spin the Roof, in Czech Republic, I think. It was a European championship. I remember you couldn't even eat the blueberry or whatever, it was on the ground because too close to Chernobyl, then you would be irradiated. Maybe I did. And it definitely worked for me. And I'm not the kind of guy who go and look for a dentist to see what's up in my head. And his nuts was in the back of my head. And it works for me. It was amazing because after doing it over, I could do the full run without crashing. And I was getting at the start. It was funny because I felt so confident every time because I just did my run without crashing. Then I was young. I was thinking, oh, don't worry, Cedric. If you did your run already in your head and you didn't crash, it's going to be all easy from now on. I remember I was thinking about this, and it was a long start like this. It looked like a ski jump, or something. It was like all wood and left corner, and we just go into we was going into the woods on the top of a little ridge. And I was going like this, and I was feeling so comfortable but I was trying to go way over my speed. And I was making mistakes because I wanted to go too fast compared to what the real life was racing. Because when I was doing this ride before, I was going a lot faster because you're seeing you're just thinking, and obviously you want to go fast, then your mind go crazy. But in real life, I felt like I was slow. I remember, and I was like, get focused, Cedric, come on, pedal now. My brain was already 2 corners ahead, and I was thinking I was so late, and I remember it was a long flat. I was pedaling to try to catch the time because I was thinking I was really late, and I think Steve P won. I won in junior, and I think I got 3rd overall. And the cool thing about not crashing and doing a good result after being focused, and I won a huge barrel of a beer like this, and we was with Steve Pete, and we just chuck and go like this in front of a TV, but it was massive. It was like a cake. And the guy was so stoked who gave the beer for the podium, was so stoked. He delivered 2 cases in my hotel. Then what we did, we watched the Tour de France in my hotel, eating cheese and drinking beers. I was awesome in the French team. Oh man, French team was not happy. Because after that, I was a little bit drunk, but it's nothing they could say really. I was European championship. I was European champion. Yeah. Then I think I took a dump into the cross country. What is a cooler? You know where they put the ball? Yeah, I opened it and I took a dump. Sorry, Emmanuel Hubert. I know it was hard to have me on the French team. By the way, I'm going to talk about all those stories in the French team I did when I almost get kicked out, but they couldn't because I was winning. Yeah, I have so many of those. And the doping control I did for the older people because they wasn't there. They went straight to my room and to my friend, and we didn't know where we had to go down. And they make us a doping control at 7 when we have to race at 10 or something. I remember I had no more blood left in my body. I was like, ah. It was amazing. I got third. It was in Lezin. And I remember the two guys we did a race from cross country on the French team too. I'll give the name. No, I don't. Everyone know. You just go on the internet. And it was amazing. Yeah, but in Spin the Roof in the Czech Republic, I shit in the cooler of the cross country boys.
You gotta breathe. You gotta relax.
Yeah, breathe.
That's the most difficult thing. You gotta look far ahead, blah blah. But how do you find the limit between being too relaxed? Are you ever too relaxed on the bike when you're
being too relaxed is Josh Bryson. Look at him at World Championship when he almost won and he overshot the last jump. That's being too relaxed. Just like 30 seconds or minutes before, you see, like it's a little after the rock section in Norway. It's like a little climb like this. Everyone is pedaling crazy. He's sitting down, chilling, and fixing his helmet. That's too chill.
Yeah, but he says himself that when he's not pedaling or sitting down, just because that helps him to relax.
Yeah, I think he's just too good.
But were you sitting down also to relax, or were you just lazy?
No, I'm sitting down because I'm dead. I'm not like Josh Bryson. I'm not. He's just overclass technique. He's really good and he's definitely unique in his style. I was sitting down because I was tired, not because I wanted to relax and I was like, oh, I'm going to relax now. No, that's only Josh Bryson can do this and still win. Because that day he win for everyone in his mind, you know. True.
They didn't overshoot that thing. But everybody's like, you can relate now because when people look at you and stuff you do and they are like, what is going on in your head? Why did you do that? And you're like, look at you do the exact same thing to Josh. Like, why did you do that? So now you understand everyone, right?
Yeah, but you know, that day he didn't win, but he lose with class. And for me, that's fun over glory. And that's for me, that's the best because I think exactly the same way. And it was amazing.
And at the end of the day...
Did he think he was concentrating?
No, but at the end of the day, that stays in the books. That's going to stay forever. Those kind of things, sometimes it's better... I mean, of course, you want to win, but...
Yeah, I think he don't mind. It was amazing.
For the history, for the legend, it's legend are built of those kind of things.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, into my book, it is.
All right, so now happy memories, and maybe I can make more than 3 corners.
You will. Just get focused. Anyway, in mountain biking, if you're not a minimum focus by 80% or something, sooner or later you're going to crash because it's too fast. It's too many natural things into the track, rocks, roots, trees, and those things hurt when you hit them. Maybe. As long as you don't crash, you're fine. But when we crash 2 or 3 times into a rock or a tree, let me tell you, you will think twice before you think about something else when you're riding your bike. Because those things hurt. Like that's the thing in mountain biking. That's why mountain biking, some people say it's not a sport, you don't even pedal. Yeah, down here we don't even pedal. Of course we pedal. But the harder thing to mountain biking is being focused, hitting your line, think ahead about what could happen, where I can manage to get some time over the other people, all those things, and get focused from the start into the finish. It's maybe 3 to 5 minutes, but mentally things are coming so quick to you, it's so difficult. And that's what I got it now. That's why French cut, it's too long for French people. That's why they look always for shortcut. I know what you did now, you dirty.
So the quote that says it never gets easier, you just go faster, is basically it.
I'm always laughing when I'm in the bike park. Oh, don't go to the green or the blue. I'm way better than this. I want to go to the black. I want to go to... Because when you go black, you never go back. That's what she say. But yeah. Oh, I want to go red. It's hard. I want to go to the World Cup track. It's so gnarly. You go to the green or the red, the green or the blue. If you go pen and pedal everywhere, you have to manage to don't overshoot all those jumps. You have to make sure, I mean, difficulty comes with the speed. That's what mountain bike is cool. It's so fun. You go to any terrain, you will have fun. It's all about how hard you want to hit that trail. And that's what is amazing. You don't need to go to the steeper trail of the mountain. That's what is cool.
And by the way, the most difficult track on the bike park is not the World Cup track.
Nope.
It's a track called the Cedric GRACIA.
The Cedric GRACIA track is gnarly. The holes are like probably the size of a human. It's like, some holes like maybe, like a midget.
No, but you have some places where you handle.
And it's a hole. It's like a meter 10. Not even the size of the length of the bike and another drop. Then either you double them or either you have to be really good into timing. If not, your front wheel will get out of the second drop and your back wheel will still be on the first one and you go over the bar and a tree or rock will be there for you.
Track is, okay, the World Cup track, you can chill at places. Your track is just no chill.
There's no chill, and it's all off camber. From start to finish, it's all on the side of the mountain. You just go like this, and then you have that little drop as well.
The little drop?
It's little. Well, you need to attack that trail. If you're a passenger, you will die. Yep.
Yeah.
If you want to try that trail, it's in Val Nord.
Yeah, that's the
Val Nord,
real
Cedric
thing.
GRACIA trail. Cedric GRACIA. Yee!
Which is actually the old World Cup trail.
It's an old World Cup trail. That's the first World Cup trail we had because in the beginning the UCI make us do the finish in all the events at the top of the hill. Then I had to do the 4-cross, the cross country, and the downhill in at about 50 or 100 meters like this. It was easier for them to switch the finish line. Oh well, lazy people. Don't forget to subscribe right there or somewhere on my Cedric GRACIA YouTube channel, please.